When I say Rondo really just made us look stupid, and when I say stupid, I'm talking about all the Laker fans who was all on him, and we was just like, we don't need Rondo. We don't want Rondo messing. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is not your first time. This is Raquel with W for Me Sports Takes. Hope everyone's doing well, and before we start this video, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, as well as share, of course, if you like my material. With that being said, we're going to get into today's video, which is also going to just be about the NBA playoffs, and then we're going to also discuss the WNBA playoffs, because currently they're both in the finals and we need to talk about it. So in the NBA playoffs today, we had the Lakers and the Heat, and they were in game 2. What a game again by the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm so sorry. It's just, I'm not trying to brag because the Lakers are my team, but the Heat just do not match up well against us. And I know right now that Bam is out and also Dragic, but even with them and them having a full healthy team, the Lakers handily beat them during the season. So this was not a great matchup. I already knew that we were going to be the better team. I already knew we were going to beat the Heat. I didn't even have any type of doubt. I thought it was going to be a little bit more competitive, but I really already knew the Lakers were going to dominate this series, and it's turning out to be true. So you do have some fans who are like, oh man, this is not a fun finals. You know, it's just like the Lakers dominating. I'm sorry. I ain't going to complain. As long as we get that ring, I'm good. If we dominate, so be it. With that being said, let's go ahead and discuss what happened in tonight's game to see how the win took place, because the Lakers did in fact win the game, which is always lovely and always a good thing. Basically what happened was the Lakers came out strong. We still have Howard in the lineup, KCP, Danny Green, LeBron, and AD, of course. So that lineup, Howard came out. He was very aggressive, very assertive, got some early good points, got some aggressive defensive stops. We looked good. We went up, not big, but we went up by double digits in the first quarter. We were basically still doing what I've already discussed previously. We were playing very good defense. Our offense was the only thing that didn't click as much when we were shooting from the outside. We shot in the first half 27 freaking three-pointers. Why? I do not know. I mean, I know why, but the Lakers were shooting 33% from the field from three-point line, and that was simply because they Heat decided that they were going to go ahead and try to do zone defense. They thought they was going to stop us. No. The zone defense was so funny because basically what the Lakers were doing were they were cutting the back door of the basket. So once the facilitator, whether it be LeBron or mostly Rondo and even Caruso, once they seen them cutting and once they seen them going back door out of the zone, they ended up getting layups, or we were lobbing to each other, or they were able to pass inside and we're getting points in the paint. Wow. So it was kind of crazy because we were basically breaking down their zone defense. That goes into what I was trying to say, that I thought that the Celtics were going to be able to do. For some reason, the Celtics could not play against the zone, but the Lakers were murdering the zone. Like, Heat, that's not going to work. Try something else. We are not the Celtics. We are the Los Angeles Lakers. We basically killed you guys playing zone. Now, the other side of that is that the Lakers were missing a lot of open shots, but at the end of the day, you have LeBron and you have AD. You have AD who's just eating and just almost makes it too easy, that I don't think people are appreciating how amazing of a game he's actually playing, how amazing he is doing, as well as even LeBron, because LeBron is almost averaging a triple-double. The reason why AD's performances are standing out to me is because LeBron's kind of doing the facilitating. He's kind of giving his assists. You know, he's still doing his overall thing. Don't get me wrong. But when AD is performing, or when AD is actually out there, it's just a difference of like someone who's stepping up and constantly scoring, constantly being on the offense and defensive end. And it's really a better performance to me than LeBron's performance. Now, people are going to be like, oh my God, LeBron's had a triple-double. I get what LeBron looks like on box scores, and it's not that LeBron James is playing bad. He's playing just as good. They actually are both playing very much like MVPs, but I give the edge to AD. I just do. So the reason why I give that edge to AD is, like I said, is because he's just been so consistent. He's been so consistent in these playoffs, and he's just been able to get us baskets when it seems like no one else is scoring. LeBron is still doing his thing. LeBron is very much being aggressive, and he turns it on whenever he needs to. But it's just like with AD, it's almost like they don't have anyone who can stop him. There's no one who can stop Anthony Davis. And then you have our bench play. I mean, when I say Rondo really just made us look stupid, and when I say stupid, I'm talking about all the Laker fans who was all on him, and we was just like, we don't need Rondo. We don't want Rondo messing up. We don't want Rondo. Rondo came into these playoffs and said, y'all gonna watch your mouth. And basically, he has been just playing amazing basketball. He's facilitating. He was the only one hitting the actual wide open shots. KCP was as well, so don't want to take that away from him. But he was actually the one keeping us in the game from his shooting at points when we were kind of not making those outside shots. Rondo has just been playing so well. It is really true. We have playoff Rondo. That is who deserves playoff Rondo, not playoff P, because Rondo has just been amazing. Playing like a vet, reading the floor, just doing great. Caruso also came in, did an amazing job as usual. His defense is so stifling. He has such a great job at reading the floor, reading the passing lanes. He will be all up in your face. He can block. He is just such a strong defender that you can't just score on him easily. Then you have Kuz, who's just really did a few bad things in this game. He made some mistakes. He was turning over the ball. He was being very aggressive, like he was trying his best to get out there and, assert himself. Just kind of was a little too aggressive where he turned the ball off a few times. But he definitely made some shots. He made some big shots. He also continues to work very hard on the defensive end. He needs to get credit for that. We also had Morris, who came in and hit a few shots for us. We played J.R. Smith. I don't know why, but we played him. He really didn't do anything. But then you also have that we were playing Danny Green. Danny Green is the only issue I have with the Lakers. And it's not to be mean. It's just Danny Green went 1 for 8. Danny Green is a champion. Danny Green is a freaking vet. He is just not performing very well in the playoffs. And I'm just not going to make excuses for him. Now, on the other side of things, you did have that the Heat, they were keeping close with the Lakers. This game was not a close game as people were going to see on the box scores or the final score. It was just one of those games where the Lakers were cruising. The Lakers didn't even have to play too hard. And I feel like the Heat only stayed in the game because the refs just somehow seemed to give them all the calls. The Heat literally had 30 free throws. 30 free throws. Why? Anyways, so they were living at the free throw line. Jimmy Butler had a great game. So did Kelly Olynyk. I don't know who he thought he was, but he was balling. I give him credit. But at the end of the day, the Lakers still contained Tyler Hero Robinson, and we still were just playing such good ball that it looked like the Heat was like staying with us, but it was just like the Lakers didn't have to really play as aggressive or, do too much. They still had a double-digit lead almost the entire game. I think the closest they got it down to was like 8, but it was just like the Lakers were like, oh, okay, they're getting close. Turn it up. LeBron took over. Okay, AD took over. And it was just like, Heat, y'all just can't compete. And even though people are going to say, oh, it's because they don't have these players, it really doesn't matter. I hope that the Heat get back Dragic and Bam, and I really do want them to be at a full squad because even with the full squad, the Lakers were going to beat the Heat. The Heat are just not the better team. The Lakers are just a far superior team. We just are. We're better defensively, and once our offense is clicking, we're better. We have so many threats that if our bench comes in and continues to do what they've been doing in the playoffs, like, we're unstoppable. I mean, and then we have the dynamic duo of AD and LeBron. They literally scored 65 points together. You guys are not stopping this. Like, we're 2 games away from the NBA championship, and I don't know if the Heat are even going to take one. We might just sweep this series and just go home and be 2020 champions like I've been told y'all we was going to be. Anyways, that was basically what happened in that game. It was a very good game. It wasn't a very good game, actually. It was just like not as competitive as most fans would like, but it was a good game if you're a Laker fan. I was happy. We won. We dominated. What? So that's what happened. If you guys have any comments, tell me how you guys feel, because one of the things I'm going to be doing in my next video will be about who right now do you think is the finals MVP? Do you pick LeBron James or do you pick Anthony Davis? It is very much a close race. Very, very crazy, because LeBron is actually almost averaging a triple-double. But AD is just dominating in a different way. So you can't really rely on the normalcy that we would have if it's just like, oh, this person's numbers are better. Context is going to have to be played into this. I don't know if they're going to be co-MVPs, but we were kind of having a group chat thing where it was like, who is it? And everyone's kind of like, no, it's LeBron. No, it's AD. So I want to know you guys' opinion. Drop it below. And why? All right, so then let's go ahead and get into the WNBA. The WNBA are also in their finals, and the finals contention teams is the Storm as well as the Ace. And it's been quite a great series for Sue Bird, who is like a legend of the game. She's been balling out. Right now, the Storm have a 2-1 lead in this, and they're beating the Ace. They are probably going to win it, but we don't know, you know. This was a good game tonight. I know Sue broke some records. I'm going to put in insert some information in there. I apologize to the WNBA. I do not want you guys to think I do not care, because I honestly do. It's just right now, the WNBA, usually this is their season and then it could be more focused on it. But what you have the NBA finals, and even though I'm a woman, I am really much more into the NBA than I am into the WNBA. And even though the WNBA is playing before the NBA, it's just like I'm getting prepared for the Lakers, and that's my squad. But I do wish the Ace as well as the Storm the best. I will go ahead and insert a little bit of like what Sue Bird did, and then, you know, let you guys know WNBA is still playing and doing their thing.
It's from Breanna Stewart, trying to win her second title in her young WNBA career.
I mean, what do you do with a player who is 6'4" and has the skill set of Breanna Stewart? Draining threes, putting the ball on the floor, posting up smaller players, an absolute handful.
Finds Stewart, Stewart on the run, lays it in! Breanna Stewart, 37 points in game.
Please don't forget to support, and I will be back with my next video, which was going to be most likely today, Friday. The Lakers don't play again until Sunday, so we're going to be doing some videos about the NFL. I'm going to do Sunday's wrap up of the NFL, what happened, and then we're going to be doing the wrap up of what happened with the Lakers game. So if you haven't done so already, I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for watching. But then please don't forget to subscribe. I need you to like this video. I need you to comment. And then also feel free to share, of course, if you like the content. If you're a Laker fan, you got to like this content. If you're a WNBA fan, you should like the content. I will get you guys more. I do apologize. I don't want to seem like I'm neglecting my women. I love women ballers. It's just, you know, my team is in the championship finals. We about to win it. We 2 away. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. She cute.